Hello again, lab partner. All right, so we've got our data. Let's do some calculating. Well, I'm going to show you what you should be calculating. You do the calculating, people. All right, first calculation. And actually, they're set up. Not telling you what to do. It's showing you what you need to do. The calculations show your work. Mass of iron used in the reaction. Where did the iron come from? What are nails made of? Iron, yes, they're made of iron. So the iron that was used in the reaction must have come from the nails. It didn't come from the copper chloride, so the iron didn't come from there. It came from the nails. So we have the mass of the nails. We have the mass of the nails. All right, mass of 2 iron nails after the, oops, you can't see that. A mass of 2 iron nails after the reaction, mass of the 2 iron nails before the reaction. Do it. Do it. That's where the iron came from. The iron nails before minus the iron nails after. Some of the iron was used in the reaction. What you're left with is what was used in the reaction. So subtract those 2 out. All right. Mass of the copper chloride used. Well, I hope that you, earlier I said, that's your job, people. Take those 2 numbers and subtract them. This was the mass of the beaker. This is the mass of the copper chloride and the beaker. Subtract those. Get the mass of the copper chloride I put in. A little bit more than 4 grams if I do recall. Okay, subtract, do it. Okay, well, that's annoying out there. All right, mass of copper produced. Okay, mass of the copper produced. Now remember the last thing that we had was that nasty looking beaker, which by the way, I was able to salvage it. I got just about all of it out, so it was pretty good. I know you're happy about that. We have here, I'm doing this from behind and to the left. It's hard to do, you know. This takes skill. This takes skill to do this. Mass of the beaker and the dry copper. Then up here you have the mass of the beaker. So mass of beaker and copper, mass of beaker. Subtract the 2. Okay, so you have the mass of the beaker, 102.57, 2, and the mass of the beaker and the dry copper, 103.408. Subtract those 2. That'll give you the mass of the copper that was used in the reaction. And that copper came from the copper chloride. So the copper chloride had some copper in it, and we used it, and we can determine that by subtracting those 2 numbers. Okay, then once you've got those numbers, you're now going to do mole calculations. You know how to do mole calculations. Yes, you do. The most important thing you're going to learn in this course is mole mass, mass of mole. I keep telling you that. If you take Chem 2, you got to know that. Okay, so determine how many moles of the iron that was used, how many moles of iron you used. Of course, you're going to do that from getting the mass of the iron, and you convert the mass to moles. And then here, moles of the copper produced. Okay, moles of the copper produced. So that's going to come from the mass of the copper produced and convert it to moles. So you go ahead and you do that, all right? And I will be back. Do it.